didn't think I'd get this far. Because, I mean, usually when I play minis where it's a bunch of different, like, new people I've never met, I tend to just, I guess, come off as overbearing. But I think I ended up on a great tribe in the very beginning, and that set me up to at least hopefully make Final 7.
I guess it's more of just sticking to the plan and just making sure that I don't lead the votes, because the more that I seem relaxed, the more that they might think that I'm comfortable, that they might think that I have an idol. But at the same time, I trust Brett and Vinny that they don't think I have one. Because if I do, could have played that last tribal.
Dak. Meredith was the person voted out from WOTA. We have 9 of you left. We swapped the last time.
Come on.
Say it, baby.
Drop your buffs, you are merged! The merged tribe is ABLAN. You will be changing your squares to the orange one.
Did you say Elon?
ABLAN. AELAN.
Oh, I was like, that would be funny if it was Elon.
All right, let's get to your first challenge as individuals.
It's wall sits. No.
Yay, finally.
Let me get all this pizza in my mouth before I have wall sits.
All right, ABLAN, are you guys ready to get to your first individual immunity challenge?
Let's
do
it.
Yeah.
Right. For this challenge, you guys are going to be playing bottles out. Here's how it works. That 2-liter bottle that you have, you're going to fill it up. You're going to extend your arms out just like this and hold it for as long as you can. Last person left with the 2-liter bottle in place with their arms out straight wins immunity, safe from the vote. Everyone else is vulnerable. First challenge of the merge. For immunity, survivors ready. Go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This challenge is on. Each person will have to fully extend their arms out in front of them to hold a 2-liter bottle for as long as they can. If they drop, they are out. Last person left standing wins immunity.
Can we bend our legs?
Why is my arm already shaking?
I never said this challenge would be easy.
Lordness.
You're gonna start to feel it in your back and your arms. See, now that you bring that up, people are gonna have Vinny falls.
Vinny is out.
Oh, y'all think I have upper arm strength. You're f***ing funny.
Okay, so Lauren loves endurance challenge because she loves to watch people suffer. So,
No.
Oh, it's not for me. It's not for me. Nope. Nope.
James falls.
Nope.
We're down to 7. How badly do you want immunity?
I just want to see how long I can do it. I'm not going to win though. Oh.
Celestina's struggling and those arms are dropping. This is your warning. Get your arms up. Celestina is out.
Oh, all right.
Always remember, do
Tom is out.
never pull up your jugs.
Garret is struggling.
Got this, guys.
JS has been a rock.
Brett is gone. Down to 4.
Oh.
And Garret, both Jays and Bill.
That's a good workout.
I know. I should do that
I'm
for
not
like my
kidding.
workout regimen.
I'm gonna do that. Like,
Yeah.
regularly.
Yeah, you do this with like
Thank you.
My shoulders.
I'm a weak hoe. Jeez.
Got this, Jay.
Which one?
All of them. And Garret and Bill.
All right, Jay, I'm calling you. JM, I'm calling you. Arms too low.
Garret, get your arms up.
Well, that was if that's a second warning, Garret, you're out.
Garrett's out. Yep. Down to 2, and Bill.
You guys got this. Come on, Bill. Come on, Jay.
You get older.
I'm so impressed.
Started to calcify. I really couldn't.
Jay falls.
Yeah.
Bill.
Bill wins first individual immunity.
Rocking it for the old guys.
Wow.
Yay, Bill.
Yes.
Old guys.
Impressive.
Damn young kids. I am surprisingly very, very good at endurance challenges. So I was very happy to see the endurance challenge come up. And as I thought I would kind of go ahead and crush the young kids. It's, you know, the bones get old and they just kind of stick together. And so once you're out there, you just can't move down.
I lost it on purpose, the challenge, because I could have gone way longer. I just knew if I won, that would put a bigger, if there is a target on me, that would put a bigger one, or if there's no target, that would put a target on me. So I was waiting till certain people, I was just waiting till like the middle, because I didn't want it to really feel like I purposely dropped it, but I purposely dropped it.
I mean, will I ever allow myself to go out pre-merge? Really? This guy? Of course not. No, of course I'm not gonna let myself go out pre-merge. And now that I'm here, I'm just gonna lay low because seems like they're targeting the challenge threats. So I need to hide my challenge capabilities a little bit by being like a dud in challenges, especially this merge, just so that they forget what happened pre-merge. So,
Hello, I wonder who's in here.
Congrats, that was awesome.
So what do we think here? Who's with us? Hey, Jay.
Hey,
Hey.
good game there, Bill. You you tired me out.
So I don't know. Once.
Yes, Bill, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So I know
Old man
there's been a
strength.
lot of picking off of the original WOTA tribe. I don't know if anyone has any. If we're just gonna get pagonged, but if not, I would love to help you guys out however I can forward.
Yeah, definitely.
At least I can tell you from the other side's perspective that we were staying tribe strong. I don't know because you guys were with the others and you guys have never been to tribal, so.
Yeah, I mean, except for that one time, which wasn't one time because, you know, the whole medevac thing. So it's like I'm stressed because it's like I don't know. Like I feel bad because there's 2 people who are like the obvious targets. I feel bad because I really like them, and you know.
So I heard that the other tribe was saying my name.
They were?
Yeah, I was told
Which
that
tribe?
the
WOTA?
WOTA tribe was like saying, "Oh, I don't even remember something about he's social," and I'm like, "What? Hello? Why me?" I
love James,
but I'm just keeping tabs. Like people think he has the idol. I wouldn't be surprised of the way he's playing it off, but like that's not bad for us. If we just stick to this plan, we survive 2 more votes. So
yeah, no, definitely. I'm definitely going to go with the majority too, but I just want to make sure that, you know, something awry doesn't go awry. So I'm going to just go.
I'm good with you. Like you, I originally wanted to work. Like I really liked your vibe.
I mean, eventually at one point we're going to all have to go against, you know, each other at 5, but I feel like I've built up a good social game and I have good relationships with people that I feel like I could make it really far. But at the same time, you never know with people, like they've already maybe built other relationships with people. So, you know, I don't know, but maybe a blind side is maybe it's too early for a blind side, or maybe a blind side is in the works. Who knows? We'll see.
There's quite a few vibes I like. There were a few people that I'm like, but like, I think I really liked your vibe a lot, and I want to work with
Awesome.
you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Moving forward. Because I know at some point, if we do stick to this, we eventually need to start figuring out what's going to go on after that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I'm going to just put it out there. I'm not like a
me.
strategic person. Like, I'm really bad at like the strategy aspect. So hopefully, you know,
Well, I have
I
your
can.
back, so
Thank you. Okay. Well, that's good to know. All right. I'm going to go see what other people are saying.
same.
If I can help you guys game in any way, let me know.
Yeah, I agree. I'm happy to find a new group since I don't have a group anymore.
Yeah,
I'd love to not make it a little interesting and not just have a pagonging.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is there you guys have any thoughts about any where direction to throw the vote at all? Where you would like my vote?
I haven't. I need to.
Right
I
now,
didn't have any
there's-
grudges from the first time around, and I hold a grudge, and nobody got me to hold a grudge against them. Nobody said anything stupid. So I'm
Easy when you
figuring
don't have to
out
vote.
what we didn't have to
Easy
vote.
when
Yeah,
you
that's
don't
right.
have to vote, you know.
We talked about Chipotle. Vinny doesn't have a Chipotle near him, so if I'm, but
You're gonna nitpick.
Brett and
Where
James,
is Vinny?
what was the vibe with Vinny? He might be at a thing. What was the vibe from Vinny on the other side? Was there any talk of keeping Meredith or Steven?
I think it was more straightforward. I mean, you guys saw it. Like Steven left and then Meredith.
Honestly, if I was Steven, I would not have chosen that team. I would have chosen where
Yeah.
the
I
three
agree.
of you were. It's just more of a chance, you know? That's
agree.
when I came to that team, I was like, huh, why?
No, I
Yeah.
agree for sure. I was shocked he didn't pick our tribe, honestly, but hey, it worked out. I mean, we won both. I didn't have
Because
to.
then our Meredith, that tribe would have probably had 2 of the original Dak, and then you guys would have been 3 and 3.
Yeah, it would have been tough.
Hey, I'm happy how it worked out. I made
Yeah.
it here. I didn't think I was going to make it here. So, what are we thinking for this vote? Like,
I honestly I didn't get a bad vibe from anybody, so I don't know where to go. Like I feel at a loss here, because I genuinely like everybody. Like
what was the room before this talking about?
the room before this was talking like, wait,
You?
I guess.
who wasn't? Honestly, we were doing introductions.
That's fair.
So because people were meeting Jay in his crazy shirt.
I said, what are you thinking?
I don't know. I have no. Whoop.
My pitch is just the fact that at some point, like if you pick me and Jay both off, I mean, at some point you guys are going to have to go against each other. So I could be a number for y'all. I don't have any ties. But yeah, it's what y'all want to
Garret,
make.
I don't know what people are thinking if between you or Jay. I don't know that
It's-
anybody's not.
I mean,
picking
that's
Jay.
a very good argument, but then it also says that we get 2 steps further.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
So
Yeah, I mean, I'll let
it's kind of like when last tribal, it was Meredith was saying like, well, if you vote me out, you're just gonna go back to the other tribe, and like eventually you're gonna have to
that
go
first
further out.
tribe, somebody was going to go home before Connor went out. And do you guys know who that was? Because you could have been that person. So that's all I'm going to say.
Actually, no.
I'm going to hop out.
Okay, we really didn't figure it out. I mean, there was a lot of names thrown out.
There was complaints about Bill's inability to guess skunk, but other than that,
Yeah, I mean,
It was
we didn't
between
have time to really
it was
figure it out.
between the
It's just so
two.
fast paced.
yeah, I just.
They literally just pull you out. Like
If you
during
guys
the
wanna
Yeah,
make
it
that
was-
game
oh.
great. If you guys don't, I'm gonna hop over just because I feel like you guys maybe need to talk without me in the room because like I feel like I'm kind of the damper on the room right now.
I think the merge is definitely great, and I'm so happy that we were able to go the OG Dak all the way. And I think it definitely makes things easier, but I do think it does in a sense. It's something to consider because someone's got to be on the bottom of that, and I want to make sure that it's not going to be me on the bottom of that because if it is, I might get the short end of the stick, and I'm going to come this far to get 4th or 5th place at this point. I came here to win, and that's exactly what I'm going to put my mind to doing, especially because we're getting so close to the end here. And I'm definitely happy that I made it this far.
I'm so stressed because I really like the 2 people that were on WOTA, and I don't know, I don't want them to go because I hate watching Survivor where it's just so planned out, and and you have the numbers and it's a pagonging. Like, I hate that. And I really, I feel for them, and I want something exciting to happen because I watch Survivor for entertainment and TV, and I really want to do that. So it's been stressful. It's something I'm wavering. Like, what's the best for me to do in the game?
I think it's seeming like they're going to be going for one of either me or Garrett, just because no one wants to say anything to me. But if you can find a name for me, I'm happy to throw my vote wherever is best for you.
It's so, yeah, like, if I had my, I guess if I had to choose between you and Garrett, I would want to keep you more, because I feel like, I don't know. I mean, that's what I would want to do. So maybe I can talk to some of my people at least to see if we can have you, around for the next one too. But do you have it's just going to be so boring.
I know, I'm like, I can say a name, but no one's going to listen to me. So I'm really willing to put it wherever.
Yeah. And I'm annoyed too, because I complain about this when I watch the show, it's so boring just voting the 2, it's so freaking boring to just do that.
Feels somewhat like a pagonging because no one wants to give us a name. I could have probably gone a little bit longer in that immunity challenge, but I was a little nervous winning and seeming like too much of a threat, but I'm also nervous because I'm one of the bottom 2. But I figure go big or go home. If I can at least make myself stick around, build a couple of relationships. Celestina, it seems like we're vibing pretty good, and she wants to do something interesting. So hopefully I can get the vote flipped around. Yeah,
I think it's me. In that when the groups were split, it was definitely talked about me, right?
I mean, not specifically. That's the thing, is no one's telling me anything, which makes
no
me
one's threw a single name out when I entered the room.
Yeah.
So it's but yeah.
Well, do you have, if there were something to happen, would you have someone on the other, who would you want?
The only thing I've heard is that a very slight inkling from, who was it? It was Tom mentioned Vinny very briefly, and then Vinny entered the room. What does everyone think of Vinny? So there might be some traction that you could get there.
Yeah. Well, I do know that Vinny has a thing at 9.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, I can go and take a look and see about.
Bill, what do you
my
think?
heart is
Doing
pounding.
something interesting where Garrett and I stick around and flip something up just a little bit.
I'm sorry?
What do you think about it? And you think there's any chance of us not getting pagonged and maybe working something out with the group?
It could be 2 good numbers for y'all if you guys
I'm
have
not
a
hearing
third.
any other names. So,
I mean, if you've got then whose name would you put out there?
I would go with whatever anyone wants. The only name I've even heard slightly mentioned is Vinny, other than the 2 of us, and that was very brief. And then Vinny entered the room, so I'm happy to do that if you want a suggestion. But
I know Vinny does have something at 9 o'clock. So I mean,
How are you guys feeling? How was things on the other tribe? I wasn't there. I mean, we stayed strong. We knew we had a plan of what we were gonna do, but I'm curious how everything went. Is there anything
okay, so
we need to know?
my thing is, what was your plan? Were you gonna target them? Because were you gonna target them, or were you gonna target each other?
No, I think it was near the end. We started thinking merge time, especially too, and we thought Garrett's definitely someone to be worried about in challenges, and I'm scared about letting him get far. He got pretty far in that challenge too. I do think it's kind of a little bit easier vote right now, and it's not going to shake too much up yet. I think it's a little too early to really flip.
Yeah, I feel like if I was going to write someone's down, I guess it would be him, but I don't know what people are talking about on the other end.
And I will say, last tribe, the last group I was in, I was basically just trying to see, hey, does anybody want to throw out a game? Nobody was willing to. And the one thing I did say was just like, hey, like somebody was going to go home in that first tribal. And if you don't know who it was, it might have been you. And somebody had said something along the lines of like, the only thing they talked about was Bill being tough to guess the skunk. So that's the only thing I can say. I'm not trying to stir the pot. I mean, I guess maybe I kind of am just to save myself here, but like it was said, there was a bunch of people there. I don't know what you want to make of that. I think I'm short for this game now, so I want you to take that and go as far as you can with it. But
no, I mean, fair enough. Definitely pitch it. I'm, at some point, the two of you are left, and then there are the 6 of us. So, you should use the leverage you have.
And it's not even leverage. I don't have I want to be a weapon for you guys to use.
Yeah.
Like I just don't see a future in this game after the initial kerfuffle.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fine. I want to go talk to some other folks. And I mean, I'll come back around to you, but
y'all can bounce, and I'll probably find a way to.
Okay.
Thank you for talking to me.
It's a game.
Jay and Garret are trying as hard as they can, but I don't think we're budging. I don't know. Like maybe they're back there right now voting me out, but I don't think anything's going to change. I think it's Jay or Garret. Garrett's been good.
Garrett's been good. He's been stable.
Yeah.
And I do think he kind of has a little bit more sense of charm to him. And I think that he just seems like one of those guys. If you got to let him get far. If you let him get traction, he's going to run with it. But I think, and Jay and Tom, I think Jay's more at his mercy too.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I think we vote Garret and not Jay.
I agree.
I mean, that's who I'm gonna vote. Like,
okay,
at this point, I would probably just go Garret Jay, and then we figure it out later.
Yeah,
right.
It's the plan that I know is Garret and then Jay S. But the thing is, once we get rid of those WOTA people and it's just us Dak, what happens there? I see myself being on the bottom of the totem pole. So that's not gonna look good for me. So, I don't know. Maybe we can do something else. It just depends on how the card plays out. Because I really wanted to work with Garret because I know Garret. And it pains me not being able to talk to him one-on-one because I really want to talk to him one-on-one.
Tom feels like a Boston Robin right now. Like he's trying to be like, oh, if we all stay in here, then there's no strategy.
Yes.
Like, no, we got to strategize. Hello?
Well, no, right. But the flip side is, I don't know if to a lesser degree, Brett,
oh my God, we did it!
Hi!
We made it to the merge. Yes.
Woo!
We survived. Me and James are not going to be alone. We're actually here, and we're here to play. At this point, I'm scared of people flipping, but I don't. This is usually the point in the game where people are like, oh, let's flip and keep the shields. Like, no, that's.
Well,
you're losing 2 steps forward if you do that.
Well,
like 2 free steps.
Are you, the two of you and James, are y'all pretty tight? Going to stay pretty tight?
I mean, we're probably as tight as you guys.
Right. We're all tight. So at this point, it's
we go
figure
to
out
Dak strong, and then we figure it out there. But then at that point, it could be like, who will be 4-3, or you know what I mean?
Hey guys, what are you guys
How are you doing?
Is it me?
That's what they're saying.
I've been hearing your
that
name.
It's going to be between you and Jay, and I think that they want you. And I just.
Yeah, I mean, it figures. I knew going into this that this was going to be.
Celeste, do you want to work with Garret?
This feels so bad.
No, you're good. You're good, Celestina. You're fine. Okay, like I get it. It's 2-7. It's tempting. Like
I know, but like I feel bad because I know that there's someone else who is like, an obligation later, and it's like I just want that. I want you to be able to like, I don't know. I just feel like that's in my brain a good excuse, I guess, So
That's fair. I mean,
Bless you.
is what it is.
mhm.
Can't prevent it. Cards fell where they did. But I'm voting Vinny tonight just because it seems like it's the only other name with any traction. And, you know, you guys don't have to do it. I don't hold anything against y'all. It's my only pitch. If I survive this round, I'd love to be a weapon for y'all. And I'd love to be something you guys can use to get yourselves further in the game. Because I don't think I'm making the end. But I would love to be something for y'all. So with that.
But that's why, yeah.
I'm going to leave, let you guys talk, and I'm just going to see where else I can go. But thank you all for hearing me out.
Yeah, of course.
Someone has the idol. There's 2 idols, as far as I know, that are out there. I'm not sure who. I think James has one of them, which is great for me because I feel like I have a good relationship with him. As for the other one, I don't have a clue. I wanna assume one of the 2 have it. I just hope that it doesn't backfire and land on me.
I mean, I'm happy I made it here. I mean, one of 2 for my OG tribe to make it here. It's absurd, though, because it's such an uphill battle now. Like, people won't even talk to me, really. People won't throw out a name when I'm in the same room. It's just uncomfortable. And, like, I mean, I don't know. I'm hoping there's people who want to make a move, but I really can't find them right now. So, I mean, people have maybe said Vinny, but I don't even know. So I'm going to have to wait and see if I can do anything. But at least I have an idol. And I would like to not play it this round, but I think I have to play it this round at this point. But yeah, I don't know. It's just brutal.
If Garret does have an idol, there will be a surprise tonight. And I know that it's not going to be me because I know that Garret would also want to work with me. That is in my perception, though. I don't know if he does still want to work with me, given our pre-existing relationship, but I'm counting on it. So I hope if he has an idol, he'll play it. And if he doesn't have one, then he needs Jesus.
If I can survive one round, maybe I can make it further. I don't know. Right now I'm leaning towards playing it. But the tough part is it's just, I mean, obviously you play it, you put a target on your back. And if I'm playing it at 9, I'm going to have to try 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Like, so it's tough. Like, I really don't know how long I can hold out without playing it. But my issue was I'd started out in a minority group in the breakout rooms. Like, it was me, James, and Brett. And it was the other whole group. So I know my name was probably thrown on the other group. But nobody wanted to throw a name to me. So it's why I think it's probably me right now. So I should probably play it. Right now, Jay and I have basically been – the closest thing we've been told to a name is Vinny. So I'm probably going to do it and then just say I'm playing the idol for, like, security. If I get a really good vibe when I go back, maybe I won't. But I think I'm probably going to play it. Like, I just fuck it. Why not? I don't think I'm winning this. But, you know, maybe I can be that underdog. I hope I can. But it's just tough. People don't want to talk to me.
I don't think I'm using the idol tonight. I might try to sneak the extra vote in here. I have to see if I get any weird vibes. Jay, it's going to be Garret.
Okay, sweet.
So, we think it's the vote's on Garret. It looks like.
Are you okay with that?
I guess. It's sad.
It's sad. I mean, yeah.
I mean, it was sad. It was sad with Meredith. We kept losing, and I'm like, Meredith is awesome. Like, I need to find you on Facebook.
No, that tribe, I'm gonna stay away from that tribe name.
all feelings aside, no matter what happens here. No feelings aside. All feelings aside, whatever happens here. I mean, we're all cool. Like, friend me on Facebook and everything.
But people are worried about Garrett's challenge ability.
Yeah, he lasted long that challenge. I mean,
he lasted a while, and he also did well with the card flipping.
Right, yeah. He was in.
Like, I know there's some people who have other obligations later, you know what I mean? And so that's something that we should consider just out of, like, I think fairness too, for people who are, you know, here and want to be here.
You're not wrong.
So I'm just putting that out there right now. It's like, it might be an opportunity to
There has
do
been
that.
talk of Denny.
I mean, I would not be opposed personally, just because I know that I just thought of that and it made me feel a little bit better about, like, being like, okay, you know, that could be a reason.
I I feel like we've formed a bond. I'm kind of glad that we ended up on the same tribe, me and Brett at least, because I don't know. There's something about him that gives me that vibe that he's the kind that would flip.
What I want to do, I'm trying to get Tom out of this group, because instead of saying Dak strong, I'm like, I have James and Vinny. Why not get the 2 stragglers from the other tribe, make it 5 against 4, and then go from there rather than Dak strong? Because honestly, Tom is, see, I'm telling this to you because I can't say it to them because they're there, but like, I feel like I want to blurt it out. Because like, Tom is very like, Tom is with Bill, with Jay. Like, I know I won't last, but I don't know how to say it. I'm done bitching.
I guess this first vote really shows if I can be proven wrong or not. As for James, I want to work with him, like almost like I think to the end. I if I had to pick a ride or die right now, it'd be James. Regardless if I would lose against him, because he's been proving himself as a comp piece. Even though Bill pulled out that last minute, I'm just like, oh, okay, Bill. I don't know. I'm this round's gonna show some cards, I think, if people decide to flip.
ABLAN, Tribal Council, all of you guys made the merge, but this is where the game gets tricky because it becomes an individual game. Now you have to rely on yourself and the relationships you've made with other people throughout. So, JS, I want to start with you because we've had a couple shakeups here and there, but we've noticed that all the WOTA original members got picked off one by one during that swap. So you come into this down in numbers if people choose to stay that way. So what are your thoughts going into this vote?
Yeah, I mean, we're obviously set up for an old-fashioned pagonging here, and they could just pick us off one by one. They haven't had a chance to go to Tribal Council as a group and get into a ton of, arguments or division or anything. But that said, we're here to play Survivor. We're all big fans of the game, and I think it's more interesting if, we get to use some strategy and try and do something more complicated than just pagonging us. So that's kind of my pitch to the group. I hope that they're open to it, and that's all I can do is just sit here and make that pitch and pray.
Tom, Jay brings up an interesting point because many of you have not even had the opportunity to test loyalties. So how do you know that you can fully trust these people coming into a merge when merges are typically very hectic?
You don't know anything. You hope that it's not you. That's what you hope. That's what I know is that I had good conversations with people, and I gotta hope that that's right. So it was good talk. Good talk.
Celestina, in your mind, are you gonna stick with old tribal lines, or are you gonna try and shake things up? Because I gotta be honest, if people stay old tribal lines, eventually, yes, you could pick off theoretically JS and Garret, but then there's 7 people remaining and you don't know where you necessarily stand on the tribe because none of you guys all went and voted with each other ever.
Yeah, you make a good point. I mean, it's really sucky because I've gotten to know Garret and Jay, and I really like them well. And so it's hard because, you have to stay loyal in this game. And so it's just sucky though, because when I watch Survivor, I hate this, I'm always like, big moves, but it feels too early, for a lot of the different things. And, it's a little bit difficult. So, but yeah, it is pretty sad. I really did get to enjoy, spending time with Jay and Garret. They do make good points though, about their numbers, and they're talking about they're a great number for people. So they do make good points. I will give them that.
JM, Celestina, got a little bit emotional there just because at the end of the day, you are playing a game, but you get to know people on a deeper level at times because you do spend a lot of time with each other. I know it's just a mini, but you could be sitting in a breakout room for 30 to 45 minutes just talking about life. Have you felt those personal connections with other people as well that makes it difficult for you?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I especially, having the opportunity to win some immunity challenges was great, but I got to really get to connect people and know them. But and this is at the end of the day, it's Survivor, like she said. It's hard to pick somebody, and it's especially for like some of us who haven't had the chance to vote. This is like our first time really voting, and it's essentially kind of like hard emotionally, you think, because we got to know people the past 8 hours or 7 hours or so, and it's ultimately someone has to go home, and that's the name of the game. And it does like suck essentially, but I mean, there's nothing we really can do. It's nature of the game.
Absolutely. Bill, you come in clutch, winning the first individual immunity, and I gotta say, you look stoked to have won. How's the feeling coming into this tribal knowing that you're safe?
Oh, it's always nice to come into tribal knowing that you're safe. I mean, that's rule number one. So to be able to do that at the first tribal after the merge is very nice. This also becomes the time where it's interesting to see when and how people begin to actually play. I think a lot of us have been able to, sit in a room and celebrate our challenge wins. But we're at the point where people are going to need to start mixing it up a little bit more. So it was nice to be able to watch whether and to what degree that happened this time with relative amount of safety.
Vinny, Bill mentions that people are going to actually have to start playing the game because now you're going to every single tribal council. So in your eyes, what do you factor in when it comes to social, strategic, challenge threats? Because that can all play a factor with how people pick and choose to vote people out at this stage of the game.
Oh, that one's, that hits the mark, because for sure you have to factor all that stuff in, and it's hard because I feel like at the end of the day, at least for me, my connections is what I feel is best. I like to make connections with everyone and see where people's heads lie. At the end of the day, it's sort of like where Celestina's coming from. It's hard because you really like these people, and it's got me almost speechless because I don't know. It's I'm playing it round by round pretty much. Take it one step at a time.
Garret, scramble rooms can be very hectic because people can pop in and out at any time. So in this round in particular, how huge were the scramble rooms? Were people going all over the place, talking to different people here and there, or was everyone kind of just centrally in one room and it was tough to pull someone because you wanted to have a conversation?
I mean, people were all over the place, but I feel like, Jay and I were the black sheep in the room. If we were in a room, nobody wanted to throw a name because, we're the easy targets. And that's good and fine, but you know what? We came here to play Survivor, and somebody was going to get voted out that first tribal council. Y'all didn't earn that victory. It was given to you. Somebody was going to get voted out, and it was one of you 7. So figure it out, because you guys need 2 extra votes to help you out. All I'm gonna say, it's just frustrating watching your, everybody you started with get picked off one by one, and knowing you're probably next. So, I mean, I'm just saying, you guys can get to 7 and cool, but three people are probably sitting at the end, maybe 2, and 1 person's winning. How are you gonna get there?
Garret, do you have any thoughts of maybe who they're potentially targeting on that first vote?
I mean, fuck it, why not? I'll just say the 2 names that I've heard thrown around, just to really stir the pot here. So I heard people said that the name talked about in that first round was Bill because he couldn't guess skunk. And I heard that maybe Vinny has another commitment tonight, so maybe that's a thing. Those are the only other 2 names I've heard.
Wow. Brett, Garret laying it on the line here. How do you feel about all of this?
I mean, I understand where he's coming from. I do get it. Where his whole tribe has been kind of decimated, and we've all seen Survivor and we've seen it happen, and we all probably root for the underdogs, but like it is what it is. And yeah, I mean, there's also the first challenge was a while ago, and we also we know each other for, instead of 1 hour, now we've known each other for like almost 9 hours. So it's a bit different now than it was before. But no, I understand what he's saying.
Oh, also, I want to throw one more out, because I did also hear some people were concerned about how early it is for James in the Philippines. So I heard that pre-merge mostly as a like, will he give up before the jury so he doesn't have to stay up? I just want to throw everything out here because I think I'm going. So why not stir this pot a little bit as I leave?
That woke me up definitely, though. I'm like,
sorry, I totally disconnected, so I missed.
James, do you have a rebuttal to all of this?
I mean, if it's if it's like a concern on me not being able to make it because of the time difference, well, I'm here. So I guess that says something. I mean, we all have different compromises to adjust to today, and mine just happened to be a huge one compared to the rest of you guys. So I guess it's just, yeah, I understand like why Garret is gonna throw basically anything out of I can't even find the word because I'm so sleepy, but anyway. But yeah, I mean, I understand, and it's part of the game. It's really just trying to survive and make it through another day.
It's my only option. If I somehow survive, I'm open to work with any and every one of you. I mean, nobody was willing to tell me anything today. Like, I was literally walking around these little rooms like a little, I don't even know what. So maybe I'm just being paranoid, but I feel like I have to throw everything out there to maybe make this interesting to watch from the jury.
Well, I have to say, it's been a fiery tribal council, and I'm interested to get to the vote and see what happens. So with that being said, it is time to vote.
I am going to vote Garret. I don't want to do this. I agree with him. I should be voting for him and getting out Tom. And I would do that if it wasn't so hard to do this whole scrambling thing. But I'll take out Tom later, so it's all good.
I'm going to try to bank my vote here and hope that I'm not. If this has all been an act, my lord, Celestina with the tears, chef's kiss.
Okay, so you're
Right.
abstaining from voting.
I am abstaining from vote to try to claim an extra vote.
So after this, as long as you're not voted out this tribal council, you will have your extra vote. It is valid.
Okay.
All right.
All right, thanks, Tom.
All right. Well, I really wanted to work with you, bud, but I'm trying to build some trust with the people who weren't in my original tribe. So I'm writing down Garrett's name tonight.
Sorry, bro. This is what it seems to be the majority. I'm just hoping you don't pull it night out because I don't want to be. I need to stick to that, and I don't want people to think I'm running the show here. But this is what everyone wants, and essentially what I'm getting. So, bro's out for life after this. We'll pong it up sometime after the game. Got you. Sorry I had to be this way.
Thank you.
Anyway, the nerve of Garret bringing me up at tribal. I admire the fight though, but I'm gonna go ahead and stray in case of an idle play. I just wanna be secure that it's not gonna be anything funny, because Garret is acting very funny. So my vote is gonna be for. Wait, I need to mirror this. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna vote for JS. This is a safety net. Because but it's probably stupid because I know Garret might vote for Vinny, and if he plays an idol, it's gonna be 1-1, going to rocks. Fun!
Get ready for some fireworks, baby. We're voting Vinny. Maybe some people did. I told people I would, so I'm gonna play up that, I told people I would do this. So I'm at least straightforward, even though I outed some of their drama. But yeah, I'm gonna play my idol and hope for the best. Celestina and James told me it was me, so let's go.
All right, I'll go tally the votes. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and wants to play it, now would be the time to do so.
McKenna, I just
Yes,
like to
Garret.
thank Tom. I just like to thank Tom for casually posting everything in the main group so I could see it and it could help me find this idol and save my ass right now. So this lovely idol, I'll play it on myself.
Garret does
so
have
much,
a hidden immunity idol. Any votes cast for Garret will not count.
I guess I should play one too then.
Tom does have that idol that he talked about. Any votes cast for Tom will not count. Anybody else want to do anything while we're going here? All right. Once the votes are read, the decision is final, and the person voted out will be asked to leave the Zoom call immediately. I'll read the votes. Garret does not count. Garret does not count.
Spelling it right, I appreciate it.
Garret does not count. Garret does not count. Garret does not count. Garret does not count. Vinny. That's one vote, Vinny. The final vote. JS. We're going to Rocks.
I wish I could say I played with all of you, but you know, since y'all won't talk to me.
No.
James.
Oh.
We have a winner.
Not the robbery.
James, I'm sorry, you have been rocked out, but you are
So many
indeed the
emotions.
first member of the jury, so you still can't go to bed.
I know.
Wow.
I'm sorry that me playing an idol made that happen to you. I feel
James,
bad.
I'm
was
sorry,
very
man.
well played.
I'm not gonna say anything because I did that to myself. I should have just voted Vinny, but I wanted drama. I got it, and it bit me in the ass. So I voted for JS because I want to stray because I have a strong feeling that Garret has an idol. So I strayed to JS knowing that Garret is voting for Vinny. So who's to blame here? I think we already know. I think we already know. It was such a stupid move. I think it was the lack of sleep that made me decide that, or I don't know, but I wasn't thinking it through. I risked it too much that it backfired because I already knew that it was going to rocks anyway. So, well, the bitch wanted the drama. She got the drama, and now she's in Ponderosa. I hate it. All these materials bought for nothing. Nothing. This means nothing now. Everything else means nothing now. But hey, I had fun, and I hope you guys